Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is July 31st, 2024. So I appreciate the person who texted me and let me know about the sound in my last live stream. Apologies for that. If anybody can just confirm that the audio is working now, we can proceed with the decode and the presentation. I want to show you guys something that they did in baseball today and something to look forward to for August 2nd, which will be Tim Wakefield's birthday. He turns 58 if he was still alive, right? Of course, he died last year on October 1st, and then we got the news of his wife dying 150 days later. Big numbers with the World Series. So we got a 33-degree Mason in the comments. That's funny. Appreciate you, Marco. What's going on? Yeah, baseball has been kicking our ass, but even though I've been staying away from some certain things that are like locks, but baseball has been so tricky this year that even the most obvious riddles, I tend to like fade it for some reason, which is like so frustrating. All right, so it looks like the sound is good. All right, so let me show you guys what they did with the Yankees game. This was just such mockery, but it does serve a purpose though. Even though he wasn't able to take advantage of this game, it does help us prove how rigged and scripted MLB is. I mean, I've never seen a more scripted 65 ritual than this one. The Yankees and Philadelphia, they love that number, right? 65. But this was the most blatant 65 ritual that I've seen these two teams do, I think, since I've started decoding baseball. So when the Yankees came into this series against the Phillies, their record was 62-45. And of course, they won all three games and became 65-45 because in gematria, notice Philadelphia equals 65 and Phillies equals 45. That's the Yankees record right now. And of course, both of these teams have the 65 connection through gematria. And that's why both teams right now are on 65 wins. But the more mockery part of it is the final score, of course. Notice the Yankees won with a score of 65, 6-5. And not only that, the winning pitcher of this game was Nestor Cortez. And notice he wears the number 65 for the Yankees, right? So they had number 65 on the mound. And you know what's funny? If you would have, and I saw all this, but I just thought because it's not very consistent. The pitcher's number is not. It's not something you want to depend on. But lately they've been doing that a lot. Yesterday they did. I think was it today or yesterday? They had the 247 pitchers pitching against each other, and then the team picked up their 47th win. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. Let me see. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. So let me see what team picked up their 47th win yesterday. It was the Angels. Was it the Angels? Yes, it was. So the Angels, they have 46 wins. And the funny, this game was a heartbreaker because the Rockies, they took an early lead. They was up 6-2. And of course I had the Rockies because I thought the 47 was a little too obvious. So I thought maybe the 15 was going to play because 47 is the 15th prime. And yesterday the Rockies could have picked up their 15th all-time win against the Angels, and also picked up their 15th road win. But instead they did the obvious, right? They had the 247 pitchers pitching against each other. And then the Angels picked up their 47th win of the season. Amazing. Let me see. Was it this guy? I think it was not this guy though. It was it was this guy got the save. But it was a guy named Cannon, pitcher for the Angels. Yeah, his guy's name is Griffin Cannon. He was the starting pitcher. Notice he wears the number 47 for the Angels. And then the guy that was pitching for the Rockies, he also wears the number 47. So they had number 47 versus number 47. And the Angels ended up picking up the 47th win. And then today they had Nestor pitching for the Yankees. number 65, like how the Yankees picked up their 65th win of the season. So they've been doing this a lot, but I don't like to depend on that because I've seen that miss before. I like to depend more on the gematria, even though these two teams do have the 65 connection, the Phillies and the Yankees. I still faded it because I thought the Yankees was gonna stay on 37 wins and head to Chicago to play the White Sox on 37 road wins and give the Phillies their 39th home win because New York is 39 and Chicago is 37. But instead, it did the obvious, right? They had the two teams with the 65 connection end the series with 65 wins, while number 65 was on the mound, and then the final score 65. Oh man, stuff like that. I just hate missing stuff like that because it's like, oh man, this is just so obvious bullshit. And then today, right, the Red Sox, another obvious ritual that I also stood away from for some reason. So today is the reason I titled the video "Happy Early Birthday Tim Wakefield" is because the Red Sox, their next game is against the Texas Rangers and is going to be played on August 2nd, which is Tim Wakefield's 58th birthday. And coincidentally, the Red Sox can pick up their 58th win of the season on August 2nd to honor Mr. Tim Wakefield, who they sacrificed last year on October 1st. But notice this game, though. This game, both teams ended with, I think the Red Sox picked up their 57th win. I got to refresh this. I think they don't have 56 wins. They have 57. So both teams, the Mariners and the Red Sox, have 57 wins. And, of course, today is July 31st, which is the 32nd year anniversary. Actually, you know what it is? This is this is Tuesday's schedule. This is what I want to look at. Here it is. My bad. So, yeah, like I said, both teams have 57 wins. Red Sox won today 3-2. Today is the 32nd year anniversary since Tim Wakefield made his debut with the Pirates. And notice the Red Sox won 3-2. Of course, Boston and Red Sox both have that gematria of 32. And, of course, he died at the age of 57 back on October 1st. And if you was watching this game, shout out to the person that called me and told me about this. The Mariners pitcher, I don't know who it was exactly, but he threw a knuckleball. Like it was either the top of the ninth or the top of the 10th. Bottom of the ninth or bottom of the 10th. He threw a knuckleball, and then the announcer said, "Oh, look, he threw a knuckleball like Tim Wakefield used to do," something like that. So they brought up Tim Wakefield's name during the game. But what they didn't mention was how today was the 32nd year anniversary of his debut with the Pirates, and how the Red Sox, they have this connection with the number 32, and how they end up winning 32 years after his debut, 3-2, 32 years after his debut. But notice Red Sox is 32, just like Boston. So on this 32nd anniversary, they win 3-2 on Tim Wakefield's 32nd anniversary since his debut. And he also picked up his 57th win, like how he died at the age of 57. And remember, 57 is big because World Series equals 57. And it's also 150. Remember, his wife, she died 150 days after he did on October 1st. So from October 1st to the death of his wife, it's 150 days, the numerology of World Series. His wife died on February 28th of this year. 150 days later. So they did a nice little tribute to Tim Wakefield in this game. Something I also noticed before the game, and I still stood away from it. Because it's just like, oh, man, baseball has been kicking my ass. Some of the obvious things haven't been coming through. So it's like, I don't know if I should keep decoding baseball until the playoffs or what, man. Because baseball has been like... And then another one was and then the most obvious one was the Mariners picking up their 53rd loss of the season when Boston Red Sox equals 53. See, all these things I noticed it, but I still stood away from it because I'm like, I've seen stuff like that miss. Like it was early in the season, the Yankees had 42 wins and they was playing against the Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays. I said, there's no way they don't pick up their 43rd loss when Tampa Bay Rays equals 43, and they did. And the Yankees ended up winning that game, and they stayed on 42 losses. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? How is it that sometimes it comes through and sometimes it doesn't? This shit is so like, That's why I hate baseball, because baseball teams end up playing each other on consecutive days. That's what makes baseball so difficult than all the other sports. In football, you don't have that problem. Basketball either. Sometimes basketball you get a back to back, but it's very rare. It's not like you're gonna get a back to back in every single game on the schedule. But in baseball, it's like that. Hockey is not. They don't have that problem either. So that's what makes baseball a little bit more challenging than all the other leagues. But like I said, there are certain rituals that are just so obvious, like this 65 ritual with the Yankees. This is not something I'm supposed to be missing. And again, I want to apologize because I should never miss this one right here. This was too obvious. I mean, it is too obvious. I think that's why I missed it, because it was just too obvious. I mean, and the final score is 6-5. And we could have made some money on predicting the final score as well. That's why I'm so frustrated right now. Not only were we were supposed to nail all three of the Yankees' victory, plus nail the 6-5 final score today, and I didn't. So, but again, we learn from our mistakes. I'm not gonna avoid. I'm not gonna ignore stuff like this. This is so too obvious. Somebody told me that what I should be doing on my notes is putting both sides to it, like put the side that could go in favor of the Yankees and then put the side that can go in favor of the Phillies. But I don't like doing that because it draws confusion. And then, a lot of you might not know who to pick because both sides look like they have a chance to win. So that's why I never do that. But, and I'm not going to do that because somebody wrote in the comments that they don't like that. So let's see if the Rockies, let me see. The Rockies have 38 wins. They have the lead with that doesn't mean they're gonna win though. I didn't look at this game, but because I didn't see much. I did see that the Giants could give the Oakland A's their 38th road loss, and they did, because Giants equals 38, so that happened. But the Giants were big favorites in this game, so I stood away from that one. Yeah, but the reason I'm making this video is just so you guys can take advantage of that August 2nd game. I do think the Rays, not the Rays, the Red Sox are going to give the Rangers their 58th loss and pick up their 58th win on Tim Wakefield's 58th birthday. Because they've been paying tribute to Tim Wakefield all season. The players are even wearing the patch with the number 49 on it in tribute to Tim Wakefield, who wore the number 49 as a player. Let me just see something real quick. So, Rangers versus Red Sox, all-time record. 325. Oh, so they play a lot. Let me see. What is Tim Wakefield's record versus the Rangers? There's a reason they're playing the Rangers out of all the teams. He was 10-17 versus the Rangers. Okay. And the thing about them becoming 31 and 22 on the road, the Red Sox, is because those are the values of their name, right? Boston is 32 and 22, but Red Sox is look at this. The Red Sox is 31, so they could become 31 and 22 on the road. Boston, Red Sox, Boston in a way. For the World Series, I do think that the Red Sox have a strong chance. I see the Orioles, I see the Cleveland Guardians, I see the Philadelphia Phillies. We know the Dodgers and Milwaukee's up there, top of the leagues. But I'm not gonna overlook the Boston Red Sox, man. All this Tim Wakefield stuff, I like it, man. This is the decode that I did the day he died. So he died on 10-1, right? He was drafted by the Pirates. The Pirates equals 101. He died on October 1st. And, of course, he played 186 games for the Red Sox. And then ended up dying on the 186th day of the season when Tim Wakefield equals 186. And of course, he died at the age of 57. And his death was also synced up with Kurt Schilling, who used to pitch for the Red Sox as well. He died from cancer and died 44 days after Kurt Schilling's birthday, when cancer, brain, and chemo are all 44, like the word kill. He died from brain cancer, according to the media. But we know what really happened to him. And yeah, the day he died, I remember I placed a bet on the Red Sox to beat the Orioles. They were big dogs in that game, and they won 6-1. Funny because I made $104, and the word knuckleball equals 104. I found that interesting. I did not script that by any means. Yeah, something else I wanted to say. We spoke about the August 2nd game against the Rangers, right? Oh yeah, I want to see who the Pirates play on his birthday as well. They might have both teams pay tribute to him. So they play the Diamondbacks. But I think they play a game before that. Let me just see. No, they both play on his birthday. Look at that. So they're gonna have the Pirates play the Diamondbacks and the Red Sox play the Rangers. The what I see already with that Pirates game is that the Pirates can keep the Diamondbacks on 58 wins on his 58th birthday. That's what I see. And the oh shit, but that's another thing, right? The Pirates can also pick up that 101st all-time loss against the Diamondbacks. Like how oh shit, it doesn't Tim Wakefield equals 72, and he died on 10-1. What is it about his name I think it's Timothy Wakefield? I think his name does have a 72 gematria to it. No. Oh, something I forgot to mention is that the day he died, the Red Sox became 78 and 84. The gematria of Timothy Wakefield. So these are the Jesuit numbers that he had to his name. It wasn't 72. It was 78 and 84. And that game was played on a Sunday. Sunday is 84 and 78. Like Jesuit. All right, so it's not 72. Okay, so no, scratch that. All right, so he doesn't have a 72. And you know what's funny? The name Timothy is 110. October 1st can also be written 1/10, like 110. He died on October 1st of last year. And notice 38 and 34 like murder, and 79 like murder. So he got murdered on 10-1 on 1/10. Okay, so scratch that. I thought he had a 72 to his name, but that is interesting that the Pirates can pick up that 101st all-time loss to the Diamondbacks. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. There's always like two sides to this stuff, but I'll definitely just put my money on the Red Sox that day. I think that's the safer bet. Even though there are other things I should be looking at, just besides the surface stuff. But right now, I do think the Red Sox that how can they not play tribute to 58 on his 58th birthday? I mean, come on. Especially when the 58 can play on both teams, right? The Rangers picking up the 58th loss as well. So we got a Cutter, Crawford. So the point also I want to make is that if you want to pay attention to the jersey numbers, because it has been playing lately, You can do that, but don't fall in love with that. Please don't. That has burned me a lot in the past. Timothy Wakefield, I think we spoke about that, is 78. Crawford can become 7-8 for the season. We'll see. They don't have a lineup yet for that game, but it's not until Friday. So oh yeah, I did see that. The Padres, they led the season series 6-3. They became 7-3 when Los Angeles Dodgers 73. I did see that. Yeah, Evie Palmer says last year I was good with baseball. Yeah, last year it was good but the thing is, this year some of the obvious things are not coming through. The most obvious things, like that Rays game with the Yankees. Yankees on 42 losses. They don't pick up the. It's just like, what the hell? It's just like, oh man. And then today it does come through with the Red Sox and I forgot who they play. The Brewers, or the Mariners. Yeah, not every year is difficult, but this year it's been tricky. But yeah, even though it's been tricky, I've gone on like 4 game winning streaks, which is like, it just shows you, like, if it wasn't this tricky, we'll probably be killing it. But because it's tricky, that's why it's so like up and down with it, you know. Let's see. He's drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 8th round of the 1988 MLB Junior Amateur Draft. His last game was 54 days after his birthday when baseball equals 54. It was against the Yankees out of all teams. If you guys want to call up, the number is 646-986-0958. I'm gonna just watch these last 3 outs, see what happens with the Colorado game. I think the Colorado game, the Colorado Rockies, they haven't won a game in a while. I think they're like on a 6-7 game losing streak. Yeah, 5 game losing streak. They could probably end it today. Let's see if that happens. Yeah, like a lot of crazy stuff has been happening in baseball. Yesterday, I forgot who it was, but it was a team that they scored 5 runs in the bottom of the ninth. 5 runs. I don't know, probably one of you know that, but no, saw that game. I think was it the Padres? No, it wasn't the Padres. It was one of these teams, man. They was down by like 4 runs and they went and they scored 5 in the bottom of the ninth. This stuff is so rigged and scripted. This stuff is unbelievable. Maybe it was the day before. Yeah, I think it was the Diamondbacks. Yeah, look at this. The Diamondbacks beat the Nationals 9-8. They scored 5 runs at the bottom of the ninth. Amazing. How people can think that's real. Professional baseball players giving up 5 runs in an inning and a half an inning. What do you have all these pitchers in the bullpen for? You couldn't get 3 outs before they scored 5 runs. Of course, somebody always say, "Oh well, it's not easy." Yeah, whatever. Something tell me that the Rockies are not gonna win this game, but that's why I'm watching it because it's like they don't have anything like favoring them, like number wise. I mean, but let's see. 58th birthday coming up. Well, they probably will win this game. Let me just see. Rockies. Another thing they like to do is like when it's the final out, they like to put the best player of that team on the mound. So all the fans are like expecting that that best player is gonna do something heroic. And then he ends up just striking out like this guy just did. He just flew out to the infielder. All right, so it looks like the Rockies picked up their first win in 6 games. All right, so if I don't see anything strong for tomorrow, I'm not gonna post the bet. I'm gonna wait till Friday, and I'm gonna mix that Red Sox pick with something else because I do think the 58 is gonna play in favor of the Red Sox. And if you guys want to take a shot at the Diamondbacks staying on 58 wins, you can. I have to do some more research though before I put that out as a pick. But those are the two teams that Tim Wakefield played for. So you're gonna see some knuckleballs from one of these pitchers. I can guarantee it. Right. But I'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for joining us. Please hit the like, share the video, and good luck on Friday. Let's see if the Red Sox and Pirates they come through for us. Appreciate everybody, and I'll see you next time. Peace.